What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm. My name is Kevin, and thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. So I'm just walking around the yard here, checking out the animals, looking at the garden and everything, trying to enjoy a peaceful, nice weather evening because we have some severe storms coming in. So we're gonna walk around today, make sure everything is tied down, make sure we got everything in place to deal with these storms. You guys know we're here in Northeast Oklahoma. We have been getting bombarded with these severe storms and tornadoes just dodging us left and right. We went through them last year, and it is time for them again this year. We have been getting torrential rainfall. We've been having power outages and dealing with all that. So we're gonna get into a little bit of that today. I wanna go check on the animals. I've got something to show you guys. I'm gonna take you with me to check because we're gonna go check before I tell you guys because I'm not sure it's still a thing. But right here we are looking at the little chickens. Just fed them some scraps, some vegetables that was in the refrigerator. Looks like they pretty much ate everything up. And one thing that is cool about chickens that people don't realize is chickens aren't just plant eaters. A lot of times whenever we go fishing and I'm cleaning the fish, you know, I always trim off like the red meat and stuff off the fish. Well, what do I do with all that? Sometimes I feed it to the dogs, but a lot of times I feed it to the chickens and it's pure protein. Chickens actually love meat. They will eat meat. They love it. And, you know, meat tastes great. So anyways, the chickens get a lot of the scraps and everything. And it provides them with awesome nutrients. I think it actually boosts their laying production because it's a lot of protein. So I got Mr. Leesky man laying out here. I don't know what's up with this. What are you doing out here, buddy? Why are you over here by yourself, huh? Are you tired of all these storms? You just enjoying the evening like I am? Well, guess what? I got something for you. Here you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. Oh, there's Miss Cora. So if you guys seen the video, a few videos back, Miss Cora was gone. She was missing, but luckily I found her, got the collar back on her. And I told you guys, we've been getting bombarded. This is the first day it hasn't rained in probably like 7 days. You can see the pond is absolutely full. Now that's the kind of stuff we like. We enjoy the pond being full. We enjoy the grass being green, but we don't like the power outages. So how do we deal with that? We got to deal with that because we have a lot of stuff going on here that rely on the electricity. And there's Miss Cora. I got her a bone. I don't know if she'll get it or not. Here, Cora. Right, front door delivery. Let's see if she'll eat it. I don't see her eating it. I don't know where Mr. Russell is. I got another bone. Okay, so I told you guys I had a surprise. So let's get to it real quick. So told you guys we caught a swarm of bees here in the yard a couple weeks ago. Waited a couple days. Well, they actually left. They didn't stay in the house I gave them. Put them in the hive. Well, a couple days later, another swarm came. And guess what? They have been here for almost 2 weeks now, and they're still here. So this is awesome. Now this is one animal that, I say animal, they're bees, they're insects. They don't require electricity to survive. So you know, they're pretty hardy, but they are very hard to maintain. Like, it's a lot of work trying to maintain the bees. I'm getting a little close. I'm gonna kind of step back. So okay, Mr. Russell's laying over there taking a nap. You guys probably can't see him. There's babies all over the place doing their thing. And I showed you guys all the baby chickens. You guys know we sold 56 of the chicks that we hatched in the incubator, and I actually have 11 more chicks in the incubator, or eggs. Okay, can't get ahead of myself. We got 11 more eggs in the incubator. And I have been super worried about the electricity going out because I don't know how many times we've tried to hatch chickens. Most people hatch chickens in the spring, right? Well, here, that is when all the bad storms come. So that little white looking chicken there, that is a cream leg bar. So I know I've told you guys about this before, and I got a little buddy with it. That is a silver laced Wyandotte. That's one that we didn't sell because I didn't want the little cream leg bar to be on its own. And the reason we got the cream leg bar is we're trying to add a chicken that lays a beautiful blue colored egg, and the cream leg bars lay a beautiful egg, and that's what Rachel wants. So silver laced Wyandottes are awesome layers. They're good chickens and everything, but they just lay a brown egg, like a cream colored egg. So I got online and I could not find any cream leg bars anywhere around our area. So I had to get on eBay and order them. When you do that, they are not cheap. So we have quite a bit of money tied up in eggs. The last hatch did not work out too well. Like I said, most people always try to incubate eggs in the springtime, and that's when the storm season is here. So the electricity was coming off, going off, coming on, going off, coming on, and that is the worst thing ever for an incubator. I'm going to show you guys what I got going on here. This is an automatic incubator, and you know, it has a thermostat on it. It stays at 99.5 degrees all the time. I put water in it, but when the electricity goes out in the middle of the night, you know, I always forget about it. I don't rush right out here and get it put on a generator or nothing. It's just something that I don't have control over. If I'm at work or whatever, it has to sit here until the power comes back on, right? Well, that's the worst thing you can do for eggs. And we already ordered about a dozen eggs of the cream leg bars, and we only got one that hatched because the electricity was going on off and on. So what are we going to do? We got these storms rolling in. It's supposed to get severe storms tonight. It's supposed to get severe storms the next couple of nights, and some could be very severe with tornadoes in there. And if that happens, we're liable to lose electric for a week. And these eggs only have about a week left to go, and then we'll be putting them in the brooder. But we got a lot of money tied in them, so we don't want to lose these eggs. We want them to hatch. So that is where I'm going to show you guys what we've been doing to make sure this incubator stays online. So Anker has come out with a new product, and that is what we're going to talk about in today's video. So guys, here is the Anker Solix F3000, and this is a portable power station, and we're going to do some testing today just to see how well this works. And the best thing about this is I can recharge this thing with a gasoline or a fuel powered generator. I can charge this while I have things plugged into it, and it just bypasses the power through it. It uses whatever source this is charging from, and it just charges it back up to 100% pretty quick. So we're gonna simulate some of that stuff today. Here's the problem. A couple weeks ago, it's been about 10 days ago, we had severe storms come through. Rachel was in the kitchen cooking dinner. We get a tornado warning on our phone. The electric goes out. We're out of power. We can't even finish dinner because, you know, most of the stuff in our house is electric nowadays. We had to get in the cellar, and by the time we got out of the storm cellar's right there, come back in the kitchen, the power did not come back on for about 3 or 4 more hours. We actually ended up eating sandwiches. We pretty much wasted our dinner because she had some food in the oven, and then, you know, we had to leave it. Anyways, power went out, and it did not come back on for about 4 more hours. We had to wait for the power company to come, and as you can see, there's trees and woods all around us. We live very rural, and when the electricity crews come back on, the electrical company crews come to get everybody's service back on, we're like the last ones. We're not in a very populated area, so we have to rely on them, and there's nothing we can do. We're sitting ducks. If we don't have power, the eggs are going to run. They're going to get cold, and once they get cold, the baby chicks are going to die. The food in our freezers, you guys know, we harvest our own animals, like the pigs, the goats, the chickens. We have freezers full of fish, deer meat, and when the power outages happen, we're at the mercy of the electrical company. If they don't arrive, you know, quickly, that food will only stay good in these freezers for so long, and then it starts to spoil. And that's where we depend on the Anker Solix F3000. It provides 3,072 watt hours of battery capacity. So depending on what all you got plugged into it, that is quite a bit of time. You can charge it with solar panels, and better yet, you can recharge it with a generator that runs off of fuel that you can keep stored in your shop, your garage, your house, whatever. Okay, so let's get into some of the features of the Anker Solix F3000. So like I said, 3,072 watt hours of battery, and you can see the very bright, well-lit LCD screen shows we are at 96% capacity. You got your AC outlets. You got 4 20 amp max outlets, and that provides up to 2,400 watts max. You got a 30 amp right here that will provide up to 3,600 watts max. And then you even got one of my favorite things is everybody has cell phones, tablets, and computers that uses the USB ports. You got your old style USBs, and then you got your USB-Cs here. You got 2 of them, and it's super easy to use. You even have something that we are going to use, because we're going to use this in our cellar next time we have to get in there, because we can charge our phone with it. We can charge our emergency devices with it, and better yet, look at this. When the power goes out, you can put it in your house, put it in your cellar. This light is very bright, and it is going to last a long time. So right there is the brightest setting, and at that setting, it's only pulling 3 watts, and it will give us light for up to 8 days. But we're going to simulate that. That's nice and everything, but we're going to really push some power to this, and we're going to simulate a real outage and just see how much this bad boy can power at one time. And then we're going to show you the recharge process. So here is where you would recharge it. You got your ports here. We'll go over that in a minute. You can actually expand batteries here. You can add batteries onto it. And another cool thing, look at this. It has a handle. Look at this. Easy tow handle. Look, you can wheel it right in your house, put it in your garage, put it in your vehicle, take it camping, power your RV, wherever you want to take it. It's ready to go. Okay guys, so what I was showing you are these expansion ports right here, and what that allows you to do is add up to 3 batteries for a total of 12,288 watt hours. And with its 3,600 watt pass-through design, you can recharge this thing with a fuel generator without having to unplug your essential devices. Now in the past, on portable power stations and stuff, you would have to unplug all those devices before you could recharge your portable power station. Not with the Anker Solix F3000. So what that means is when your battery starts getting low on your Anker Solix F3000, you plug it into a fuel powered generator, and it will pass through 3,600 watts to anything you got plugged in to this, using it as an uninterrupted power supply. So of course you can recharge the Anker Solix F3000 with a home wall AC outlet, but it's versatile. You can also use the portable rigid solar panels, electric vehicle charging stations, and RV park shore power interfaces. Okay, I think it's time to start putting this thing to the test. So the very first thing I want to do, since we got storms coming tonight, is we are going to go ahead and hook up the incubator. We're going to use the Anker Solix F3000 as a UPS. So we're going to go ahead and plug it in here. Get some stuff plugged in. Go ahead and turn on the AC. You can see it's going to come up here. It's going to show us our output, what it's pulling. But we're going to keep adding stuff to it. But this is one thing I'm going to leave on here, and I'm going to show you guys some of the features of it. So while this is kicking up, let's get the AC plugged in. I want to show you guys how it can start recharging this and use as a pass-through. So right now you can see we're pulling 59 watts. Let's go ahead and get the AC input plugged in. Okay, this is the provided cord. This is how you're going to recharge your portable power station with your AC outlet or your gasoline generator in our case. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. It's super easy. You can't get it wrong. You just line up your circles right here and it'll click in. It stays in very securely. And we're going to go ahead and plug into our house power and start charging this thing back up. All right, got it plugged in. So we're still pulling 51 watts, you can see here. And it just told me that this would last for 1.5 days. So even if the power goes out, this incubator would still run for 1.5 days total, giving the electrical company time to get this power back on. So now you can see we are inputting 728 watts, outputting 54. So this thing is recharging very rapidly. You can see that's a good thing. It's only going to take 0.1 hours to recharge at this rate. So let's go ahead and put more of this to the test. Let's plug in some more stuff real quick. Let's see, what do I got? So right here I have I told you guys we lost power the other day and we didn't have a way to cook. So this is a portable grill we got here. It pulls a lot of power. I've already got it plugged in to an extension cord here. Let's go ahead and plug it in. We're going to see how much wattage we can get this thing up to here. So we got to go turn it on first. All right. So let's go ahead and turn this on. This is an electric griddle. I know it's hard to see, it's at 200 degrees. Let's just crank this thing up to 500 and we're gonna see how much power it starts pulling. Okay, so instantly we went from 51 watts up to about 1300 watts. And you can see our input is still recharging from the house power. So the awesome thing about this is you can leave your house power plugged up to your Anker Solix F3000, let it run over to the incubator, and this works as an uninterrupted power supply. So it's not even using your battery while it's plugged into your AC or your fueled generator here. So it's going to recharge up to 100%. It's just going to use this as a pass-through, and your battery's not going to get used until it notices that you run out of fuel or your grid electric goes down. All right, so we're pulling 1343 watts, input 1700. So this thing's going to go ahead and recharge. Now, another thing that I didn't like is the other night, it was dark when the storm rolls through. So we didn't have much light. So let's go ahead and plug this LED in, and we'll see how much. I don't think it's going to pull very much. All right, got that on. We can set that up in the house so we can have light for emergencies. You can see we're at 1364 watts. And this thing's still recharging. Now it's only going to take half an hour to recharge. So let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. Let's fire up the generator. And let's unplug the house electric. Let's see here. Unplug the house electric. Okay. Now, it's not recharging, right? Now we're just using the battery. So let's see here. You guys can see the input is gone. Now we're just at output, almost 1500 watts. That is quite a bit of power, but it's not enough. Let's plug in the freezer. Okay, I got a better idea. So you guys know we got the little chick that is all by itself right here. Little bitty chick, it's too little to go outside, so it needs the heat lamp. These heat lamps pull quite a bit of power, and we got it plugged into the house electric right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to plug in the freezer, refrigerator, the heat lamp, and everything else we got plugged in. And we're going to really test this thing. We're going to test it with the generator. So this is a multi-strip right here. Let's go over here, get the heat lamp plugged in. All right, let's see if I can do this here. All right, got the heat lamp. Okay, heat lamp's back on. Little Benny's happy there. Now, let's get the freezer. All right, freezer time. All right, that is gonna, this is a big refrigerator. Okay, so we got everything hooked up, and it's time to do some real testing. And this is what I am most excited about with this Anker F3000. This is the pass-through mode that we're fixing to test with the gasoline generator. So I've got everything plugged in. You guys can see right there, we are pulling 1671 watts. We got the griddle plugged in. We got the refrigerator, freezer plugged in, the heat lamp. I've got an LED plugged in, and we also have the incubator plugged in. So let's go ahead. I want to show you guys. A lot of times when you have a gasoline generator, you have to unplug everything before you can start these things. So what we're going to do, what's nice about this is going to act like a UPS. We're going to go ahead and keep all the AC stuff plugged in to the Anker, and then we're going to plug it in, go ahead and plug it in to the generator, and then try to start it. And this cord right here is the provided 30 amp plug. This is for the pass-through mode. This is what I am super excited about, like I was saying. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in. It plugs in the same way the AC charge plug does. This right here. Can't get it wrong. And then we'll try to get this thing started here. And let's look again. 1671. You can see the LEDs on. So this is going to be exciting here. Okay, LED's still on. Okay, the generator just started passing through the electric. And looky here, we're still outputting 1,539 watts, and our input is 3,504 watts. And everything is still working great. Look at this, 500 degrees. Okay, the gasoline generators are super noisy, so I had to go ahead and close the door so we can look at this a little closer and kind of talk about this. So you can see we are outputting through all of our devices we have plugged in right here 1,602 watts, and we're inputting 3,375 watts. Now this is working as a pass-through mode. It is going through here and it's supplying power to all the devices we have in, but it is recharging at such a high rate that it is only going to take 0.2 hours, right here it tells you, to recharge the Anker F3000 while we're still running everything. Now let's go ahead and unplug everything just little by little just to see the difference. I'm going to leave the LED light plugged in, but let's start unplugging some stuff here. You can see the output go down. Now look at our input. We're still gaining over 3,000 watts. 3,448 watts there. It's only going to take 0.1 hours to recharge this to 100%. So how awesome is that? And if you wanted to, you know, you can have it on. You can start plugging stuff back in, whatever. But like I said, the LED stayed on. And I didn't have to unplug everything to get the generator started like you normally would if you were just plugging in straight to the gas generator. So this is an exciting mode of the Anker F3000. It is the first one I know that is able to handle recharging off of a generator, especially with the pass-through mode. That just is totally awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and plug some stuff back in, and let's unplug it from the generator here. Let's get this turned back up all the way. Get the garage door open and let's unplug this thing. Now you guys ain't gonna be able to hear me talk. Okay, looky here, 1,516 watts of output. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this here. See, the light is still on. Look at that. Didn't lose any power because this acts as a UPS, and the AC current just continues to come from the Anker F3000. And on the back of the Anker Solix F3000 is the solar input charging capability ports. So this is the provided plug that comes with the Anker Solix F3000, or if you have your own type of plug like this one right here, it would go into this port. So it supports both rigid and portable solar panels via those two solar input ports. And that makes it ideal for maximizing the use of home solar panels. And a simple series connection can deliver up to 1,600 watts of high voltage input. Okay, so we just proved this is an awesome portable power station. It is going to save us in an emergency or a power outage. So let's go ahead and unplug this AC input cord. And let's wheel this thing over here and let's put it into production for tonight. Because I do not trust these storms, and I don't... for sure don't trust our electricity. So let's wheel this over here by the generator. There you guys go. This is a game changer. Anker has just officially released the Anker Solix F3000. So be sure to go check them out. Click on the link in the description below. And Anker is going to provide our awesome viewers with a discount. So be sure to look for that information down in the description as well. And get your guys an awesome portable power station. This is probably my favorite one yet. Being able to recharge like that and use it as a pass-through. Real quick, let's go out here, and I haven't got to go see my good buddy Henry yet. They're still way down there. Let's go take a look at these kids and enjoy the beautiful sunshine while we have it. Hey kids, what y'all doing, huh? Y'all enjoying the sunshine? Well, you better enjoy it now, because it's fixing to storm tonight. You guys know how it is here in Oklahoma. You've lived here long enough. Don't be sneaking out. Yeah, don't be sneaking out. Where's them donkeys? Oh, they're all down there. Donkeys, what are you doing? I guess they don't want to see me. I hear the tree frogs. You guys think I'm feeding you or what? Huh? You guys think I'm feeding you? I don't have no food. I don't have no food, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for dinner time. Your head itch. Yeah, you're a friendly little guy, aren't you? You're the one that always chews on my pants. All right, you want to use my leg to scratch your head? Don't jump on me though. Oh, hey, don't bite. You little frisky guy. Goodness. All right, I'll leave you guys alone. You guys are a mess. You're gonna get me all muddy. So yeah, a lot of times, guys, when we use our storm cellar, we take lights and stuff in there. But when you have a portable power station like that Anker Solix F3000, you can plug all your devices into it, recharge it, recharge your lights, recharge your batteries. And if you got medical devices, that is a huge plus as well. I know a lot of our viewers say they have oxygen, and when the storms come through, sometimes it's a hard time. Sometimes they got to go to the hospital. You know, if they have CPAPs, stuff like that, they can't breathe very good, and it causes a lot of problems. So that is where these portable power stations really come in handy. So there's Mr. Leesky. Russell, come here, buddy. I got a treat for you. Come here. Come here. Here you go. You didn't get one a while ago. Here, you got one more. Good boys. Good boys. All right. Olaf, y'all better go do your wandering today and do your browsing and get all your snacks and everything. Go eat all the leaves off these trees while you can, because these storms might blow the leaves off of it. So look at these babies, guys. They are growing super fast. The baby goats are doing awesome. Everybody's doing great. I don't see Cora. She's somewhere. And then you got this guy right here. Oh, he's just a little puppy. He's bigger than everybody, but he's still a little puppy. And Leesky's over there chewing on his bone I just gave him, his milk bone. You gotta get the big ones for the big dogs. But yeah, we got lots of goats to care for, so let's just hope the storms don't come. But if they do, we're gonna be ready for sure. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to at least do me a favor and click on the link in the description below to go check out the Anker Solix F3000. I think you guys will really love this portable power station. Like I said, it's light enough. You can put it in the vehicle, put it in your RV. It's mobile. It's got the handle. It's got the wheels. You can roll it around just like a suitcase and charge it with your fueled generator of whatever fuel you want to use. So you can't beat that. So anyways, guys, leave us a comment down below and we'll see you on the next video.